Hey there, Taurus-Gemini, welcome to your reading. So today we have a past life reading. We are going to take a look at who you were in a past life. Whoa, those are a lot. And how it is affecting you now, okay? So the past life that is going to show up, we have many. The one that is going to show up is going to be the most relevant for you right now. And keep in mind, it's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. You may want to check out your individual signs, your individual elements in this case. And yeah, don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe if you haven't already and it does resonate. And there is going to be a link below for a prep reading, as well as for a 5-year journal if you're interested in that. Okay, well that is a lot. So let's clean this up a little bit. All right, that feels good. So you could have had like these lies. So we're gonna get into these in just a second. Let's start here by taking a look at your dates or places that were relevant for you in this lifetime. So we have Middle America, Caribbean, Mexico. We also have, South America. Look at that. So definitely the Americas were important. We also have here European Renaissance. So maybe you were like a native Indian, it could have been. High Middle Ages as well. So that is very interesting because I almost feel like this is, it's almost like, there are a couple of things here. I feel like there is something around like generations. So your family could have been very important, and also traditions. So again, it could have been like Native American or something like that. But also, I do feel like there is this thing of like you died and then immediately afterwards, it's like not a long time has passed for you to reincarnate again in terms of like our timeline that we have as human beings, you know? And I would even say that you reincarnated in the same family just a few generations afterwards. That is really interesting. That is so interesting. So we do have here accountant, we have humble, countryside, we have chef, confident, engineer, and parties and friends. So these are some traits of yours from that past life. And obviously, maybe at the time there weren't really too many accountants. But I do feel like you were super smart. That is something that's coming through because you do have accountant and engineer. And I feel like you were so smart. I feel like you were, you had a really good memory. It's like you were learn really fast. And I do feel like countryside and chef, it's like you were really connected with earth. And I feel like it was just so beautiful, the energy that you were surrounding yourself with. It was very natural. And even the friendships, the family, the place you grew up in, the people you grew up with, they were so kind. And it was just such a beautiful, honestly, I feel like this was a beautiful, beautiful life. And I kind of feel like there was a little bit of something like, I want more. Something around like there's more for me to discover, there's more for me to go towards, there's more for me to find out in terms of places, you know. But I don't think that maybe you did that. So maybe that is something that was your struggle and that may still be with you a little bit, is that maybe you're holding yourself back. Maybe there's a little dream of yours that you're like, I kind of want to go there, but I'm not sure if I should. I'm not sure if I'm able. And that is a little push from this ancestor, like, I couldn't do this in the past, so please go do it now, you know? But I do feel like you were, with this parties and friends and family, parties and friends and confident, I do feel like you were kind of the life of the party. I feel like you would socialize with everyone. Everyone knew you, and you were so kind and gentle and friendly with everyone, especially with this humble here. It's like everyone loved you. I really feel like you were so kind, and everyone had a lot of gratitude for having you in their life, and they loved you a lot. So let's pull here some tarot. Ooh, okay. Well, and it's so interesting because I was getting a little bit conflicted between two decks. So I really feel that there is this energy of like you were in this time zone, right? High Middle Ages, and I don't know, like a little later on, you reincarnated in that life, you know, and in the same. I really feel like it was in the same family in a way, and it could be that like I don't know, something like people remember you as a grandparent, grandmother, grandfather. We're going to take a look at your gender in a little bit, but it could have been a little bit like you were remembered as a grandmother, or a grandfather. You were the biggest centerpiece of that family, and on the first life that you reincarnated in that family circle. And then the second time you reincarnated, you incarnated as your, I don't know, great grandson or something like that. It's part of the same generation, but it's like you could see your grandchildren having children because you were one of their children. There is this beautiful thing of like you were really looked up to, and then you were able to look up to other people. There's a little bit of that energy. That is so beautiful. So we do have here the Two of Pentacles. So in terms of sex, this is giving me very feminine energy, so I'm going to actually say you could have been a woman. We do have the World, the Chariot. Oh, that is interesting. Let's see here. So who you were in a past life, we have the World. So there is, again, that thing, the World for me is giving me big reincarnation vibes. And so I really feel like that is just another confirmation for, you reincarnated twice in the same family group, and you reincarnated, because the thing is, like, our soul family, they don't really change, right? But the thing is, I really feel like your grandchildren were your future parents or something like that. And I feel like with this World, it's like you really brought people together. I really feel like people were just so mesmerized by you. There is definitely that energy of like you were the center of the family. You were the core of the family. And instinct, you could have been, again, very wise. You were so smart, and you were with them for ages and ages, generations and generations, always with them in their mind. I would even say that after you died, you like, I don't know, like they made some sort of ritual or some sort of like, I don't know, they tried to keep your memory alive. So I feel like they kept something from you, or they try to pass on the same teachings to their children, something like that, and that was beautiful. We also have here this trickery, and there's that thing of like, people look up to you to the point that they always go towards you for advice. It's like if something was wrong, they were like, okay, Grandma, what's wrong? What's happening here? What should I do here? Like you were really the person that people would go towards for advice, and they were so grateful for you, for your existence. And I really feel like there's this thing of, I don't know, like putting you on a pedestal. The thing is, you were at this pedestal, but you never really stopped being humble, and that's why people loved you even more, And I really feel like you had a lot of drive. I feel like you had a lot of ambition. Talking here about career already, with the Chariot, you were always like on the move. You were always doing stuff, and I do feel like, again, there is that thing, especially with the Moon there in your struggles and resistance over here. It's like you were constantly on the move, and it's not that you weren't happy with what you're doing. You really you were doing something beautiful and something that speaked from your soul. It was part of who you were. But hunger, there was more that you wanted, but I feel like you never really listened to the truest soul calling, and you could have let that little dream go. And that is the struggle that you're supposed to overcome this lifetime, is for you to really go towards those dreams, and for you to really accomplish those things, and to just live the life that you want, right? And I feel like you had so many responsibilities and this feeling of, no, but people need me, that I feel like you never really allowed yourself to dream much more. And I feel like you literally cut that dream. You literally said, no, that is never going to happen. And I feel like you just kept doing you, and just kept living your life the way you could do it, and in your own way. And I do feel like there was a part of you that lacked that little dream. And if you don't go and move towards this dream now in this lifetime, you could still have this feeling of, there's something lacking, there's something missing, there's something that I feel like I should do, And I really feel that your this past life, is really trying to push you towards that path, okay? But I definitely feel like, especially with the hunger and the wolf, it's like people will call to you. You were the full moon, you were the beacon of light for other people. And so I even feel like this career possibly wasn't really a career. It was more of like your role in the community that you had. For sure. Even if you did have a career, I feel like it was more about the who you were rather than what you would do, It was your role in that community. So let's get here into your relationships. So starting off with love, we have Judgment with victory and conquest, and elegance and patience also want to come out. Hidden secrets, maybe this is actually about love. We do also have that in career, but I do feel like with that Judgment, it's like that partnership was meant to happen, and I feel like it did. But maybe it wasn't that easy, especially with elegance and patience. Maybe this was started as like a little crush of the old times, and you were kind of sneaking up, or something like that. Whatever kids would do those days. But I actually feel like you ended up together. I do feel like in the beginning it wasn't that easy. I do feel like from your partner, they had to, conquer you a little bit. Not conquer you, conquer your parents a little bit to make sure that they were good with you two being together. Because I almost feel like they had other plans for you, because like Judgment, there's a thing of like judgment of your parents, judgment of the community. And I do feel like maybe there was someone else that your parents wanted to see you with, but you were really in love with this person. And I feel like then you got together and it was just like beautiful. It was everything you were waiting for, especially with the red rose. It's just like so, it's a lot of love, right? And three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. It's like there was this beautiful balance, the sun and the moon, right? One of you was the sun, one of you was the moon. And then there was the truth, the love between the two of you. And it was undeniable. And even when you got together, and even for, many years afterwards, the love was always there, the passion was always there. And I feel like you were so happy together. We also have here cheerfulness. So, look at that. We have choices, knowledge, and illumination. So it's like, it had to be this person, and it had to be you for them, But I do feel like your parents maybe didn't really love the relationship at first. And it's so interesting. Look at that. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. So it's almost like your parents were trying to control you, but you were the owner of your life, and you were the owner of your heart, and then this person was, and you were like, no, I'm not going to settle. This is the person I want. So deal with it, or I'm going to run away, and I feel like they dealt with it. So that's really beautiful. For your family, we have the Ace of Cups with, look at that. Yeah, devotions and dreams fulfilled. That is beautiful. Always joyful. I really feel like the family you grew up in, the family you created, that then you were later born in again, it was just always so kind, and it was just like filled with love. And I really feel that there could have even been like, maybe, I don't necessarily get like a toxic thing, but maybe your parents were a little bit more controlling, and maybe your parents were a little bit more like trying to get a hold of you. And you as a parent, I feel like you started a whole new cycle where I feel like you were allowing much more freedom. Maybe you were, like maybe at your time when you were growing up, there were a lot of arranged marriages. And when it came to your kids and to your grandkids, you were like, bro, who do you love? Okay, go get him. I don't think that you were forcing anyone to marry anyone. And that I feel like started a whole new cycle for the family, and started a whole new cycle for happiness and love and joy. And with this devotion and dreams fulfilled, I really feel like it's talking about the family that you created, especially with the person, still talking about love, where it was a dream fulfilled. And I really feel like you had expectations when it came to this person, when you were kind of, sneaking up and dating each other or whatever. You had expectations, and every single one of those expectations matched, if not even better. I really feel like the relationship was a beautiful, stable, long-term relationship, the relationship of your dreams. And it was just, man, that was true love. That was the love that anyone would want, you know. So I really feel like we're happy, really, really happy when it came to love and to family. When it comes to friendships, we have this Knight of Swords here, and we have Majesty and Virtue. Ooh. So here's the thing. Because you were like a sort of power figure, and oh yeah, look at that, unanimity and harmony. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. And it is really interesting because I feel like there is this energy of, because you were so looked up by others, it's not that you didn't have friends, but it's like you wanted to make sure that people knew their place. It's like, sure, be free, be happy, be whoever you want to be, but respect above anything else. And so it's like people really had to work for a friendship. People really had to make sure that, I don't know, it's like they had to show respect first for them to get a friendship from you. Because I even feel like this thing of like always being there for others and people looking up to you and asking you for your advice, maybe you didn't give that advice to anyone, you know, and it was just really like the close people, the people that proved to you that they deserved your love. But I feel like in the end you were so kind, but you still knew your place, you know, you still knew your worth. And especially because like bottom of the deck, we have self-worth in who you were. So yeah, it's like you were super confident and you really knew your worth and you really knew who the good people were. And I feel like talking about here the accomplishments, the King of Cups, I really feel like that was something that you've learned. It's like, I deserve the best. And not only that, but I feel like the intuition was really heightened, and is still, because of this ancestor. You've learned how to use that intuition. You've learned how to know who is good and who is bad. You know, you've learned to know who you can trust and who you can't. And that is a gift that you still have in this lifetime. So please use it. And I really feel like that humbleness, that gentleness, that huge heart that you had, that is still with you. And I feel like that is one of your biggest strengths. And maybe you may actually see it as, oh no, I should actually hide it because that is not a very good thing for me to have. It is actually a very good thing for you to have. Okay, it is actually, because that is bringing you so much power with the world. When you act from this place of love, you act from a place of everything is okay and the universe is supporting me, so there is no reason whatsoever for me to be rude, for me to hold grudges, because that is only going to attract a bad energy my way. So I really feel like there is this beautiful compassion that you have, and that is something that this person really used to learn, or learn to use, the other way around. And that is definitely something that the universe and your guides and your ancestors want you to use. In terms of your struggles, there's definitely that moon of like, follow your freaking dreams, okay? Don't be afraid to dream high. Don't be afraid to, move forward. 6 of Swords and 3 Cups, to create joy in your life, not only with other people, but with yourself and with the life that you live, you know? So I really feel like there is a place here for you to go, that you should definitely go, be it career-wise, be it a relationship, be it, I don't know, moving to another place, a lifestyle, just whatever. Go, okay? Please do go, because that is part of your soul calling, and it's really trying to get to you, okay? So let's just pull here. 6 of Wands, it's like being confident, Empress, 100%. It's like being confident and kind at the same time, you know? Not being a bitch. Not that you are, but it's just like, you know how to be a bitch without being a bitch, basically, you know? So that's really good. But let's see here. Let's put some advice for you to finish this up. So we have, believe in the impossible, believe in those freaking dreams, bro. Okay? Let's see. We also have, don't let pride get in your way. Ooh. Very nice. So we also have, your hard work is paying off. Look at that. A new start is coming. Yeah. Expect powerful change. Yeah. So please go forward, okay? Because a win-win outcome is forecast. And with this, don't let pride get in your way. It is about like you using this compassionate strength that you have, but it is also about don't let the ego get in the way. And with the ego comes a lot of fear. With the ego comes a lot of doubts and insecurities. Don't let any of that get in the way. Believe in your dreams, believe in the impossible, and go towards these changes, go towards these new beginnings, because they're part of your soul purpose. They are part of your soul path, and they are part of something that your past life self couldn't really fulfill. You know, there was a dream that this self, this you in the past, let go of, and they're asking, please do not let go of your dream now, okay? You have the key to change this whole cycle and to move in a different direction, all right? So, Taurus-Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated, hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe if you haven't already. Again, private readings, the link is going to be down below if you're interested. And don't forget about that 5-year journal if you're interested in a little self-care journal full of very interesting questions. The link is going to be down below, okay? So I love you very much. I wish you the freaking best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.